France, the country that gave the world new wave cinema, haute couture, and the suburban dead end. Their first foray into world football came in 1904, a rather cosy affair with their next-door neighbours. And with just one game behind them, they duly formed an entire world governing body for the sport and gave it a French president. They first played England 2 years later, losing 15-0 to the amateur team in a record home defeat that's likely to go unchallenged. Not that they performed much better in their next outings. But it's not like the French to just lie down at the first signs of defeat, and the 20s duly saw their first victory over England. In 1931, France's first black player, Raoul Diane, joined the team, marking the beginning of black and Arab players' contribution to French international football. Overall, France have managed to produce 3 great teams, a ménage à trois. The first of these came in the 1950s, making it to the World Cup semis where they were knocked out by Brazil. The mighty Just Fontaine was the tournament's top scorer with just 13 goals. And they had similar success on French soil in the first ever European Championships in 1960, where they were narrowly defeated by a country who no longer exists. But as France's success in songwriting increased, their footballing suffered. They didn't qualify for the 62 World Cup or the Euros in 64, and they began desperately appointing new managers, such as former legend Just Fontaine, who lasted just 2 games. And their losing streak continued all the way to the 1980s, when the second great French team turned up on the scene. Inspired by Michel Platini and the sound and light displays of Jean-Michel Jarre, they made it to the World Cup semis in 1982 and the Euro finals in '84, which they won, beating Spain 2-0. On to the 1990s. France just couldn't qualify for a World Cup, so in 1998 they hosted one of their own, and in their own back jardin they won, with the help of Zinedine Zidane's majestic tonsure scoring 2 goals. And this third great French side went on to win Euro 2000 straight after. The next 2 tournaments didn't go very well, but then in 2006, despite showing no form beforehand, they made it to the World Cup final against Italy. This time Zidane's head caused more harm than good. Zizou was sent off for butting Materazzi in the chest, and France lost on penalties. Since 2006, they failed to get past the group stages of any tournament, and in 2010 they were simply revolting. But can they surprise us again and produce the 4th great French team?